That's why I need a one.
Come on in, y'all. They tripping on my son page, so y'all come on in. We gonna carry it on over here. Fill it up, fill it up, fill it up. Let's all the freedom fighters, haters, pay attention to this. You wanna play them games? All right, let's play them games, sir. Let's play them. Let's go. Come on in. Where you at, son? I'm looking for you. Come on in. Come on in. Please share this video. Make sure Mr. Jedidiah, make sure he's watching too. Arizona, Chicago, Wells, Texas. Come on in. I know I blocked y'all, but I know y'all know how to sneak on in there. All them inboxes I got. Oh, wow. Come on in. Y'all want to see how it's going? Let's go. Let's go. Don't play with this family, sir. I told you that. Don't scandalize my grandson's name. I also told you that. But hey, I guess one good turn deserves another. One good turn deserves another. Mr. Eric coming up, y'all. Hey, Mr. Eric.
Yeah. See, me, I don't have nobody on my Facebook because I blocked all of them.
Okay. My block game strong, sir. It was strong today. They was all in my inbox today.
And it ain't because I'm a punk. It's because I treasure all my son's stuff on there. But yeah, I was just trying to clear everything up.
For sure, we appreciate you, sir.
Like I said,
you don't have no dog in this fight. We know that.
Right. So you know, we built a rapport on that page. And once Sheena and Jag got into whatever they got into, that little skirmish, I went back to my page as a manager, like I always manage everything in my life. I said, who wants to remain a freedom fighter and who doesn't? Or even maybe. I was out. I was done.
Right.
Because on October 15th, I got the receipt. I sent it to everybody. October 15th, I sent this letter to everybody that I was done. Right. They begged me not to go. And I said, you know what? Bet. It's still a month in. So I was like, all right. I'll see how it's going to transpire along the way. So I was like, bet. And now this came apart, you know, I was like, you know, what's of this? I want zero of this. So I made that poll. Yes, I did. And that poll was screenshots from the page.
Wow.
It pissed him off that one of my people that was in my chapter said, why don't you start your own chapter? And I was like, I'm not an organizer and I don't want to. I'm not down for it. I don't want it. So he flips the script. And mind you, I bowed down gracefully. I was like, Jed, I'm leaving on some personal business. I got my son's stuff to attend to. He's a basketball player. My time is very limited. And I told you too.
Right.
My time is very limited. And it's better for me to leave. And I didn't want to leave distastefully. So I just said, you know what? Let me just back down. And no, that's unacceptable in Jed's faith. He's going to deframe you in any way he can.
He did it. He did it.
Man, I feel his aura up in here. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. I think you need some stage. Get them demons up out of there, baby. Get them out of there.
Jesus. Oh man.
Ridiculous.
I'm telling
They
you,
did
and
exactly the
when
same
I
thing to
spoke
us.
to you, and you said you thinking about backing down, what did I tell you? Let's be clear.
Mm-hmm.
Tell the people. Tell them.
No,
No.
absolutely not. That's a grown ass man over there, and he's standing it. You heard me? You heard me? He's standing it. That's a grown ass man. Man, not no little boy. A man.
Is it true if I was looking into Black Lives Matter? No.
No, they came at you.
What happened was somebody contacted Black Lives Matter and tried to set up a meeting with me, but I didn't
Mm-hmm.
even go and I didn't even entertain. So that's false. No, I'm not part of BLM. No, I'm not part of Sheena. No, I'm not part of Freedom Fighters. I am doing me right now.
Me and that baby. Me and you and that baller over there.
Absolutely. And he's going to make it.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
So,
Ridiculous.
so as like I said, as you know, I put that poll out there and he started taking screenshots and I knew he was going to try to deframe me from that
Mm-hmm.
because I'm a chess player as well. I know how to play the game well. He's a checker player.
Oh, did you not know he tried to use that today? Oh my God.
I don't
That'll
know
do
because I
me.
can't see him.
Oh
But
my
yeah,
God.
I'm also hearing that he's trying to sue me. Oh yes,
Oh,
please
he need
do.
to sue us all. He need to sue us all then, if that's the case.
Please try to
Sue us
sue me,
all.
Jed, because you know
Try
what?
me.
You're gonna lose.
Try me. Oh wow.
You're gonna lose, Jed. And mind
Wow.
you, my job, J-O-B,
One that he doesn't
my
have besides
job
hustling people.
gives me free representation anytime I need a lawyer. Okay? Because I'm part of a union, if you know what a
Ooh.
union is.
I don't think he do.
I'm sorry, it's starting to get hot up in here.
That's the devil, baby. That's the
So
devil trying to get around.
he wants to sue me because he doesn't want to go get a job,
Oh, living off the people's money.
like always. But
Jedidiah.
like I said, Jed, don't come to New York.
Thank
And
you.
you said you was coming in January. I'm
Mm.
watching. I got peoples in the airports. I got peoples everywhere in New York.
That dude better not come nowhere past the Mason Dixon.
And
Just
like
what
I
I'm.
said,
None of the Gulf Coast, sir.
and
None
then
of it.
there's this girl, Alicia Nicole. I,
Mm-hmm.
I think she's like a number one fan. Let me tell you, she needs to stop
Thank
taking the steroids that she takes and try to
you.
slip on something.
Ooh. Ooh.
And
Ooh.
you know
Ooh.
what? I'm not going to tell. Last time I told him to suck my. I'm not even going to do that because I'm not going to call a gay man to my head.
Mm-mm.
I'm just saying.
Nah.
It's not
Nah.
worth it because he
Nah.
might just like it.
Oh.
My bad, Keena. I'm just saying. I didn't say it. I didn't say it, Keena. She's watching me. I got you,
Yes.
Keena.
Yes.
But I'm serious. And in all due respect, I try to
Mhm.
do this, and I try to be personable with people. I try to conversate with them. People who
Mhm.
was looking for apartments, I put on my page that I have a friend looking for an apartment, and they started inboxing me, and I started relaying that information.
Mhm. Mhm.
So why, you know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to take care of my chapter, and that's what I was
Absolutely.
doing. And all
Absolutely.
my ideas, he's trying to incorporate.
Cause he can. That poor baby. Ooh, Jesus. Lord, I'm trying to refrain from cussing. I promise you. I
And I
promised
tell
my
you,
son I wouldn't do it. I promised my
listen,
son I wouldn't do it.
you're
Mm.
not gonna get a child to come in my face because I am a grown man.
Okay.
But mind you, my son is
Mhm.
6'3", and he'll take
Mhm.
Lamar.
Oh, see,
And he's only 16.
see.
So let's not get there.
Mm. That man needs to cut it out. This is a horrible mess. He really starts and stirs
And
chaos.
I want to know how he got cut. I want to see his. I want to show him I want him to show us his cut.
Baby, I got something for that too.
He has yet to show that cut.
Boy, Lord have mercy. I'ma save that little tidbit. I'ma save that.
Was it a steak knife? Was it a fork?
I can't tell you exactly what the utensils is, but I know who did it. I know who did it. I know who did it. I know that. I know who did it, baby. But he gonna be all right, because we gonna be all right. We stand in the truth.
So Jed, if you're hearing this and you really do want to sue me, bring it on, brother.
Let's go.
You ain't gonna win.
Let's go.
And if you want to know my lawyers, they're from Teamsters. If you want to know my local, I'll give it to you too. So just say it, and I'll incorporate it to you some way, somehow. For sure. I am a unionized worker.
But we frauds.
I'm done. Jed, your Holy Spirit is over with.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Eric. We appreciate you. Have a good one. All right, baby. You have a good one. Take care.
You too.
All righty. All right. Who wants to come on next? Who wants to come on next? Anybody trying to come on? Son, you want to come back on? Or do we have another special guest? Do we have another special guest? I think we do. Hold on 1 second. Wait for it.
You definitely do. Hello, Miss Esia. How are you this evening?
Not sure about that one.
Yeah.
Not sure about that.
I know. I want to start out by saying one thing Sheena has not done is attempted to bring down an entire organization, because I'm going to be honest with you. I have battled for a very long time, and I have told this to the family, that I battled for a long time as to the whole factor of what if I'm wrong? Because I realize that there are a lot of people within the freedom fighters who are actually about doing positive things. And my issue lies with one person, not a slew of individuals, but literally one person. And I'm driving now. I can barely hear anything, or my son is driving. I'm in the car. But I'm gonna run down a few facts for you all. When things started to turn between me and Jed after that entire election, it was because Jed wanted to continue on doing whatever it was that Jed wanted to do. Sheena wanted to be fully legit across the board. I began to question some of the activities. Sheena wanted to file nonprofit status. Jed did not. 2 days prior to us even leaving for that North Carolina and Atlanta trip, I received a phone call. And in that phone call, a person informed me that the reason that Teresa was stating that we were in cahoots with the hotel is because Jedidiah Brown had an entire conversation with her in the hotel on the phone together.
I don't think you need to see us. If you can't see us, you sure can't hear us, because I ain't going out no more. We gonna get all the way through it. Come on, Sheena.
What happened?
I said they saying the screen black, but I don't care. Keep talking, because they can hear us.
Oh, they hear us. Okay. Well, let me back it up. Also in that conversation, it was stated that Teresa told Jed that she needed to contact her attorneys. And Jed advised her not to do that, and then turned around and called and attempted to negotiate a deal with those attorneys. Now, let me say this. I did not believe this individual, because I've always known them to be 100% with me. But I did not want to take sides, because I did not have any hardcore proof. But let me also say this. From the time that woman went live and accused us as a whole, and let me be clear, it's been very clear as to who her target was, and that was Jedidiah. She should have made her target clear, no doubt. But Let's also be clear that I asked this fool several times, why in the world would this woman say that we are in cahoots with the hotel? Several times. He never, ever gave me any indication that he ever had a conversation with anybody in that doggone hotel. My right hand to God. It was not until we made it to Atlanta that he said, cut the cameras off. And from there, he went on to state, and the mother says I'm in cahoots with the hotel because I called her with them on the phone. My thing was this. If you knew this was the reason why she stated that, why didn't you say that to me when I asked you 1,000 times over? Because it would not sit right in my spirit that this woman said that we were in cahoots with the hotel. Granted, I was pissed because I was thrown under the bus with him. But I have never taken a payout or anything of the sort from anybody. And that was the first time I heard it. Her family member left out of that meeting and was crying. He went on to state that he had seen the murder tape and all this other stuff that I had never heard before. Never heard before. And I knew then that there was some variance to that. That was my confirmation. I began to call him out on his BS. I began to call him out. In addition to the fact that he went from saying that we needed an attorney, and I agreed. He said, who do you think, and this is prior to this, who do you think we should sue? And I named everybody off, and that was everybody who was coming for him, because I said, if they coming for you, they are coming for us as an organization. I was riding with this fool, riding with him. I asked him how much the retainer was for the attorney. He said $1,500. I gave him $1,000 towards that attorney. Before I sent him the other $500, I asked him the next day to verify how much it was again. It went from $1,500 to $2,500, and I told him, you know what? Give me that quote. I never received it. I never received that $1,000 back. Lamont's bail. I sent him $257 for that boy's bail because that's initially what they said the bail bondsman would need in order to release him. Then they came back and stated that they wouldn't release him with that. He had to use a completely different bail bondsman. And we needed to come up with the entire $750. There was a gentleman there at that meeting who said, I'll give it. Jedidiah had to go back and get a refund on his card, so he says, for that money that I sent, and he never returned it. He's been questioned about his activities. Questioned. Understand something. There were small things that began to add up over time. I, just like you all, found out within the last 2 to 3 weeks prior to me exiting out. And there was not a situation where I had to step down. Let's be clear on that. I headed that organization. I could have made him step down, but I no longer wanted to be affiliated with the mess and the foolishness as a whole. I have not said anything even remotely close to what has been going on. But what I will not allow is for him to continue to allow you buffoons to attack this family. I made that mistake the first time, and I apologized. I apologized to that mother because she did not deserve that. She did not deserve that, but you will not do it again. You will not do it again. I will never allow you to do it again. Ever. Ever. He will show you text messages, but he won't tell you the whole story. He won't tell you how he allowed these fools to believe that every decision that was made came from me, and it came from him. It came from him. He to get on a call and gang up on me and attempt to bully me out of that room. I was surrounded by evil. And for you fools who think for 1 second that I want a following of y'all as evil and deceitful as some of you all are, not all of you, because there are good people, you got another thing coming. I don't associate myself with trash, and I was hoodwinked too. And you better believe I will do everything to make sure it does not happen again. I stayed silent throughout this entire ordeal. I didn't say 2 words. I told him about himself every opportunity I got. Every opportunity I got, I told him about himself. When that family reached out to me to ask me what transpired, I did not know what happened. Jedidiah was there when Valerie told both of us that that girl was homeless. It was Sheena who went back into that meeting in Houston and asked the young lady who was sitting there at that table, who stated that she provides resources to families who are in need. And I said to her, I cannot provide you with a name, but there is a person, a woman, single woman, who is in need of shelter. Can you help me find her shelter? I offered that to Miranda. I got the screenshots to prove that woman provided me with that information. Miranda did not want to go into sleeping in the car. The last time I talked to her, she was receiving money. She was receiving some sort of payout every single month, unemployment, and she was staying in a hotel. That stuff came from Jedidiah. I had to ask this family, who told you this? Because I already knew the devil was all over this. I already knew it. And it was only because I decided to start my own movement. He knew that was coming. He was scared that people were going to take flight. And I'm going to say again, y'all can stay where y'all at. I don't need you. I don't need you. I don't need drama in my life. I don't need ill will and people who do not have the best intentions for my people out here, ever. But it was the family who told me. Jedidiah, after they asked me some very key questions, they were told that I cut this man when I was an hour away, sleep in my bed when that happened. I hopped up out my bed even then, after arguing with him about all of this shit and his backstabbing ways, his straddling the fence and attempting to pit people against me. He tried so hard to make me believe that I was crazy. No. You know who confirmed that for me? This family. Because everything that I said he was doing, he did there in Texas before I even stepped down. Esia, can you attest to it?
Yes, ma'am.
Everything I said he was doing in Texas before I even stepped there. He lied and told those people that I left Lamont stranded. I produced the receipts that not only did I pay for Lamont's flight, I paid for his megabus ticket. I paid for him a hotel to stay in because Jedidiah did not get up and go get him from the airport. And sent them money for additional hotel stays after I also booked the Airbnb for their stay. After that Negro sat in that house and told that family that I left them stranded in Texas for 2 days without any funds. 2 days. I sent money for a rental car and everything. And I keep my receipts. Know that. I keep them. I supply them. Every last one of them. And he sat there and he collected money from that family for all of those things I just named. All of those things. And you wonder why we are in this situation. Sheena don't come looking for nobody, but you best believe when I am called, I will answer. And I will answer every single time. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. I'm tired. You You want to know who cut Jedidiah? I would like to know too. I can tell you the area that he was in was riddled with gay prostitution and drug use. That's what I can tell you. Sheena wasn't nowhere around there. Understand that. And Jedidiah wasn't trying to really press no charges. Understand that. The police found that guy with that knife. Let's see if he show up for court. He probably don't want his truth to come out. That's what it is. And while y'all sitting up talking about I'm messy, I haven't said 2 words until I'm called. Call my name and I'm going to come every time. That's just what it is. Now, my goal is to move forward. You will not continue to slander my name behind scenes. You will not do that. And let me also be clear on Eric. Eric contacted me back in October 15th to be exact, and stated that he was stepping down because of Jed and all of his mess. I'm the one who asked Eric to stay on because I recognized him as a leader. Sheena don't have an issue dealing with leaders. I don't like followers. I don't need followers. I like leaders. I asked him to stay on because I saw genuine in him. But you want to know what Jedidiah did? When Eric no longer wanted to be a part of that organization, he spent all kind of lies and y'all ate it up. Y'all ate it up just like y'all did about me, just like y'all did about this family, just like y'all did about everybody else. And I'm going to say again, it was not until even after all this, I had this conversation with this family that I got 100% clarity on this situation, because that is how cunning and deceitful and manipulative he is. That is how he is. That is how he operates. Do you know I got text messages in my phone of this Negro texting me talking about after they went live on me, the fame in my character and slandering my name, and I'm knowing I didn't do nothing wrong. I'm knowing I didn't do nothing wrong. I held my peace because God would not let me talk against this family, because I felt like I asked him for clarity and I felt like the devil was in their ear. I asked him, who told you this? He texted me talking about, I'm sure you think that was me. I didn't have anything to do with it. I found out just like you did. So you know,
wow.
I'm going to produce that too. I'm going to produce that too. Just like I produced that receipt of him, this receipt of him calling me a dumb bitch. And you fools could clearly see that the timestamp was right above that. There was no conversation necessary before it. Out the blue, out my bed, I woke up to this so-called man attacking me for speaking my truth, for speaking the truth about him across the board, for speaking the truth. And you buffoons, you continue to follow a man who would throw a woman's address out there purposely, knowing that my kids are there. But let me tell you this. If you don't know nothing else about Sheena, you better know that her nine stay locked and loaded. So any one of y'all come my way for my children, you will be lit up. And that is my word. That is my word. I don't care. I don't care. Come my way and I got you. And that's what it is. I got you. I got you. And he not welcome in North Carolina. Believe me, in Chicago, he still got to answer for what he did too. In Chicago, he do. In Atlanta, he still got to answer for what he did too. And that's life. And I'm telling you, that's what it is. I have never portrayed myself to be anything than what I am. Yes, I'm about my business. Yes, but you better believe I'm about my family too. And I'm about my people. And I would never knowingly sit up and take advantage of anybody. I showed this family that ledger. I have no problem producing that. Same thing I offered to do with Teresa. Same thing I offered to do with Teresa. And that's for a reason, because Sheena is transparent. Sheena has always wanted to be on the up and up.
Always.
Y'all not going to keep coming for me. So when y'all get y'all clap back, all I'm saying is y'all better be ready. Y'all better be ready. Let me see. Did I miss anything else, Esia? Did I miss anything else? Brian Lee, I see you too, boo, with your lies. Understand, I'm going to produce them receipts for you as well, too, because Sheena didn't decide until a week after the fact that she was even going to push forward. And that's because the people asked me to do it. Not because I need to do it. Not because I'm looking to gain nothing. If I was looking to gain something, my filings wouldn't have been taken care of before I even went public with it, boo. Understand that. Sheena was the one who wanted it to be done the right way from the first day. First day. You want to know why he chose not to use the Freedom Fund anymore? It's because when you tap out around $10,000, you got to answer for that. So now he's floating around to other cash apps and everything else. Pay attention. Pay attention. I just found out that this fool got a whole GoFundMe from 2015 that's still collecting cash. What was he up to?
$41,000.
Exactly.
$41,000. Go catch it, baby.
Exactly.
I keep telling people, boy,
Exactly.
stop playing.
Don't do me. Don't do me.
Go do
Don't
your research.
Don't do
Go
me.
fact checks.
Do not
Go
do
do your
me.
fact checks, boo.
Don't do me. Don't do me. Yes. So, for those of you who want to know, yeah. Understand, I was in Atlanta. He was in Chicago. As close as I wasn't up close. There were small things that added up to big things. And I began to question myself because I'm going to tell you, the devil is cunning. His mama is cunning. Cunning.
Mm-hmm.
Master manipulators across the board. They even have people who know the truth lying on me. Freedom fighters, originals, telling this family that I cut Jedidiah. Lord, pull the police report, because it's one. I asked the police myself to read the report to me. You all would sit there and lie for this man. Lie for him. Lie. And defame my character. You all are imbeciles. Imbeciles. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. And I want you to come for me. Because guess what? Sheena paid for her attorneys. We still waiting on receipts for yours. Sheena paid for hers. Keep playing.
We definitely got ours on deck. Huh,
Keep
son?
playing for me. Keep playing. And the reason why Darshell got that receipt, that $1,900 was sent to him, was because after he got off of that live, with me stepping down, he went into that justice group and he said, I don't even have access to the Freedom Fund. Mind you, this is the same day the transaction transpired. I don't have access to the Freedom Fund. So I'm asking you to sow into me. Ask yourself this. Why didn't he ever ask you to sow into him before? Because Sheena wouldn't allow it. Because it wasn't about him. He could get a job just like any damn body else out here. Sheena wouldn't allow it. I work every day. Every day. I wouldn't allow it. Day one, I stepped down, and all of a sudden he asking for you to sow into him, and you too stupid to understand why. But I'm the issue. I'm drama filled. Keep coming for me. Keep coming for me. Because that ain't even half the receipts I got. Keep playing with me. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And let me also state, this family has not asked for a dime. This family is a family that I brought on. And I had to apologize to them because I felt responsible. I should have known. I should have seen. I felt like my discernment was better. I began to question my damn self. I apologize to them. They didn't owe me no apology. Never would they ever owe me an apology. I appreciate them for understanding that I was a pawn in this shit too. And when all is said and done, they have only asked for assistance. I helped them with that. I reached out to you all to help them with that. Jedidiah showed up for a damn protest that wasn't even needed because they had already made their decision. I sat in that meeting with that family, with that DA. That was me. That was me and that entire family. They had done all the legwork. It was the easiest case that we had ever touched. They just needed national spotlight to what was going on in Texas, and we provided that for them. They never said the freedom fighters didn't help them. They said Jedidiah didn't do nothing because he didn't. how he turned that around in that live too. They said we didn't do nothing. Ain't no we, it's you. It's you. You the problem. You are the problem. You are the common denominator. It's not Sheena. Sheena only answers when her name is called, and if you keep calling me, I'm going to keep on coming back. I'm telling y'all, y'all don't want these problems. Y'all don't. Y'all don't. And I allowed that BS to go on with Teresa. I took part in it because I did not appreciate being thrown under the bus when I offered. And Esia, you can attest, they have spoken to this mother.
Yep.
They have spoken to this mother.
Yep, sure did. Talk to Miss Teresa. Sure did.
She confirmed. And that was what I needed. Right there. She confirmed that this fool had a conversation with them. She also confirmed that she received death threats from you buffoons. And that's why she put that doggone status out there thinking of freedom fight.
She sure
did. She confirmed
did.
that with this family. I didn't talk to her. But she also confirmed
We
that
did,
Sheena
though.
offered her. Sheena offered her that money. And in addition to offering her that money, Sheena offered her over $6,000 of her own money so that she could bury her child. So that she could bury her child. And that's why I was hurt. Because I felt like I had a conversation with her. And I understand why she did what she did. I understand that. But I felt like if you were going to direct something at someone, you direct it at them like I'm doing. Not a whole organization. Because I did not have any part in that foolishness. And I told her, whatever you need from me, I will give it to you. I told her that. This family, Jackson's family as a whole, outside of his mama, has never asked for a dime. I provided. I went into my bank account and paid for Esia's ticket one time. But Esia had been back and forth to Texas 4 or 5 times that month. She is one person. I told her, don't worry about it. I got you. That didn't even come from the Freedom Fund. Sheena pulled out her card and swiped it for her ticket. I keep my receipts. I keep my receipts.
Keep telling y'all that man ain't did nothing.
This
He up there, we provided for transportation. No, you didn't. Sheena paid for it.
I paid for it. I paid for it. In addition to that, this family has offered to run fundraisers and do whatever she could do, whatever they could do as a whole, to help support that organization. So for him to turn around, and let me be clear, Darcel and Esia called me. They called me and asked me to help. They called. Nobody else. They were doing the work. There were issues with this mother and them long before. It was Sheena who said, you all need to be a united front. This ain't about y'all. It's about this baby. Don't let this DA divide y'all. Sit there together.
She did.
United. And do what you need to do, because that was the route to go. That was the route to go. And it wasn't that divided them. It was the devil. It was the devil. But you better believe this. There were issues long before. Long before. Long before. And I'm off my soapbox. But I'm going to tell you this. Keep on coming for me. Keep on coming for me. Understand something.
Sheena, you're froze, mommy. Well, we love you and we thank you. Thank you for everything you did for my family.
Sheena was destitute. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Sheena was destitute. Sheena went through her shit. So she knows what it feels like to struggle. And I'll never allow my people to, because they took advantage of me when I needed them the absolute most. So don't think I'm going to let some outside Negro ever do it. So when you say you and Jed need to come together, Esia, what I tell y'all, I'm not interested in doing business with the devil. Period. They had to see that for themselves. They had to see that for themselves. Just like the rest of you buffoons need to see it for yourselves. But don't come for me no more. I'm telling y'all. I'm done playing games. Esia, I'm out. Let me get my baby to the airport. Because we catch
Thank you, baby. We love you. We love you.
You call me if you need anything.
Absolutely. Same over here, baby. All right, let's see who want to come on now. Son, you won't come back? Auntie Yolanda, you want to come back? You want to come on? If not, then I'll take my spot. Deshaun Cunningham, this is not about you, baby. This is about the truth. I don't know you, but this is about the truth right now. Y'all came for my family. Now we putting it on out there. We putting it on out there. Okay. Well, I'll speak my truth. First of all, Jedidiah didn't want this case. Sheena took that case. She decided to take that case. And she is the one that worked with us. Not Jed. Not Jed at all. My first time laying eyes on Jed was at the protest, which he came after the indictment was laid down. He never spoke to the DA at all. It would have been against the law. He wasn't he wasn't coming on our behalf. So for them to tell him anything would have been against the law. So he is a liar. He is a liar. Moving on to the next one. That thing about Sheena, this what happened with that. Jed called my phone, and it was a normal, short conversation. The next thing was, Darshell called me. So I said, Jed called me. She said, oh, really? Well, I talked to him too. She said, something is going on. So we called Jed. Jed comes to us and tells us that Sheena said that Miranda had a hand in killing her baby and killing Jackson. And that she exposed the fact that Miranda was homeless. She told it to Eric. Okay. So irregardless to us having our differences with Miranda, put that aside because she is Jackson's mother. And we went into protection mode. Jed, I think y'all need to go live and address it. I think y'all need to go live and address it. And here go Miranda. Yeah. Okay, cool. But she hesitated the whole while. You know why? Because she knew it was a lie. She knew it was a lie. And she let us get up there and attack that woman and throw her under the bus, knowing both of them what the truth was. So after a day or so, I felt like it wasn't even right. So I said, I want to talk to Eric. And I spoke to that man on the phone over an hour. And he told me exactly what happened. Exactly what happened. A little bit all into the investigation. Okay, we called Miss Teresa. She confirmed a few of the things that we had to say about or ask about Jedidiah. But what she don't know is while we were in Texas after that protest, Jedidiah sat at that kitchen table and told us he knew exactly what happened to Kanika. He watched it on the video and he told us exactly how that girl got murdered. And he knew who did it. And my sister-in-law, Miss Yolanda, she can attest to it because she was sitting right there. So you tell me what man who knows something about somebody getting murdered, who he out there hollering for justice for Kanika, would not tell the police he knew and saw that video. Why wouldn't he do that? Why wouldn't he do that? He's an activist, right? Supposed to be on the good side of the law, right? So why wouldn't he do that? Good question. Good question, because he took $26,000 from that hotel to shut his fucking mouth. And that is the truth. Let's not play games. Let's not play games. I told you, sir, do not come for my family. Do not come for my family. That is the truth. He sat at that kitchen table after that protest, and we went back to celebrate at that house, and that man told me that. Me and my sister-in-law sitting right there at that kitchen table. That is the truth. That is the truth, sir. So like I said, again, if you come for my family, you gonna get answered. Now moving on to Miranda. We're gonna go through that too. Because you need to know exactly who you're dealing with. Two fucking snakes. I met Miranda 2 years ago, which was a one-night stand for my son at a spring break, and she wound up getting pregnant. In the hospital delivering, she lied to me and my son and told us she was 28 years old. We found out in a hospital from her paperwork how old she really was, which was 35 years old, 7 years younger than me. Liar. Oh, wait, my son won't come on, so he can attest to what happened. Hold up. I'm a plug you in, son.
Hello.
He's bad. He's
Hello.
my baby.
Hello. How
My
y'all
baby.
doing, man? I'm on the move. Y'all know I like to get
All your
live.
motherfucking trolls, you ain't coming on here. This is our hour. Go back
Hey,
on
man,
Jed Live.
and I'm not even gonna threaten nobody because they blocked me. They shut my live down. They said,
That's all
man,
right, baby. We still see you.
get a little too proud, you know. That's okay though. I wanted to get let up because if we're gonna speak about my son's mother, I felt it was necessary firsthand because that's the only person I can speak on.
You're breaking up, Durante. You're breaking up, son.
I'm breaking up. What about now? I'm going through these.
There you go.
Stupid
You're
little
good.
dumb area.
You're good.
Y'all can hear me?
You're good.
Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
All right. So check me out. Now, the first part of that is correct. Miranda, she didn't come forth about her age. She also informed us that she had heart surgery earlier that year.
Heart surgery, open heart surgery, with no scar on her chest. Y'all know they put you on them little flanky hospital gown so you can see everything. No scar on her chest. Let's not forget she came and told us she had cervical cancer. Okay, well, if you had cervical cancer, baby, how did you have Jason? Son, you're going in and out. So I'm filling them in. Can you hear? I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. You're going in and out, baby.
Yeah, it's because of the road I'm on. I'm almost through it. So found out she didn't have heart surgery. The baby came. We have to backtrack a little bit. So I brought Miranda to Texas so that she can meet my family. And when I say my family, I mean my
I
brothers.
forgot about that part too.
My brothers, not biological, but definitely blood could make us any thicker. So
Jennifer, yeah, it matter when you got a 12-year difference, baby. I don't know about you, but that's a hell of an age for a 23-year-old child with a 35-year-old woman. Count.
So moving on. So when I brought her out here, she left me at my friend's house, doing one of our gatherings. We were drinking, but we were also cooking food. We just hanging out all together. Me and the guys, we stepped outside to smoke a cigarette. And by the time we had came back, she had already left. When I went back to the hotel, I was a little intoxicated. I didn't drive. And she went through my phone. She went through my phone and she saw that I was talking to someone that I was engaged to. And the engagement came
We putting
about.
her business out there, Miss Netta, because guess what? She has lied on this family. That's why her business is out there.
Come out because I've been quiet. I feel like I've been quiet long enough. A lot of people
And
really
my
don't know
son
the
is going to
situation or the
speak
nature of
what
the
the truth
relationship.
is,
So
sweetie.
a lot of people just need to hear. They need to hear the actual facts of the matter, point blank and period. It's not that we're putting anybody's business out. It's just the fact that she has been going around lying a lot. And the problem is you guys have been feeding into her lies. And that's fine and dandy and all, but when your ass get bit, I don't want no one to join Team Durante talking about, oh, well, when we've had the opportunity to let you guys know right here on live what it
really is.
So, no exposure, but we telling it how it is. So, moving right along. She left me here. I told her, I tried to tell her to hold on just a little bit longer the day after because, you know, my aunt, she is in the military, and my aunt, she, you know, she was in the field at the time. So she was on the way back from the field.
Up, bitch.
So.
Go ahead, son.
So we got into an argument, and she felt that she just left. And you know, I'm not gonna make somebody take me back home. You know, if that's the case, if you're gonna leave me, then cool. I'm not gonna beg you. You didn't call me. She didn't try to, you know, try to turn around like she tried. She tells people that she waited for me to call her and all this. But I'm not gonna beg you to bring me back to the same place I left from. So with that being said, I was left in Texas. About 3 or 4 days later, I got a job and I started working in Texas. So I stayed. Now, I kept requesting for her to send my clothes. I was going to send one of my friends or family members over to get my clothes. And she kept threatening me, saying that, you know, we wouldn't be able, she wasn't giving my clothes to anybody. You know, and then I said, okay, well, I'm going to be down there, which I was going down for a turnaround trip. I went down there to drop somebody off, and I was coming back, and I told her, hey, I'm going to come by and get my clothes. And she told me that if I came over there, she was going to call the police. So, didn't get my clothes that time. So, when I came back for my son's birth.
They show off knowing. Go ahead, baby.
After I came back from my son's birth.
See that Michelle, bitch? She better get off this fucking page.
At the time,
get her
Miranda
had get her
several incidents where, you know, we were kind of nervous about her having Jackson. One instance, I was in the middle of training and she absolutely went MIA for about 24 hours.
Oh, you about to tell them about us finding her in the closet? Oh, tell them about that.
So her friend, you know, she called me frantically trying to find out, you know, where Miranda was, if I had talked to her.
Bitch, because you don't know what the fuck you talking about, Michelle Peoples, bitch. You act like you was there. And you wasn't, ho. You wasn't. You wasn't there, bitch. You don't know nothing.
Me trying to, you know, come to some type of conclusion. I know I'm not going to be there. The only person that I can trust to send over there that wouldn't, you know, get the police called on them for no strange reason was my parents. So my mom and my stepdad, they both went over there to try to locate her. They saw that her car was there and that her lights was on, but she was not answering the door. So me knowing, because I had stayed with Miranda.
Your mama hoe.
I knew that her back door.
Your mama hoe.
Well, it locked, but it didn't close.
No, we didn't bash Jackson. We didn't bash that hoe on account of Jackson. But since bitches trying to throw motherfuckers under the bus, guess what? It rolls both ways.
Just to make this clear, no one is bashing anyone. We're providing the facts of the matter, so y'all can calm that shit down. Now, with that being said, moving right along. Oh, we just had to park right here. Moving right along, no one's bashing Miranda. We simply are speaking the facts of the matter. So the facts of the matter is, this is what happened. My parents went over there and they found Miranda in the closet. She did not want to come out of the closet. She was, you know, no one really knew what was going on. You know, the police got called and the matter was dropped. She just said that she, you know, she had a panic attack or whatever the case may be, anxiety, blah, blah, blah. Now, with that being said, the next step was the actual birth of Jackson and what happened. Now, from what happened, what's up, ugly?
What's that, baby?
What's up, bro? So, the next step for that was Jackson's birth. From Jackson's birth, what occurred was We found out a little bit more facts about Miranda. The fact that she did not have heart surgery. The fact that she was 30